Hey, bro, you watching that bullshit?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California.
Oh, defense first, what? First.
The
Damn
shadows
defense
starting to get
first.
a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
Man, you were loving that 3-3. Jeez, I was trying to didn't want to mess you up,
So
but you
first
you
and 10
had
now from the 30.
uh your flats on for a while, and I was
They'll
trying to.
start on the ground. ETN. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 15
Yeah,
yards to
I
start
did, but I
their
didn't
first
want to
drive of
text
the
you.
game. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is
Yeah,
there,
come on
you
with
can
that
see that they're
bullshit.
playing off
Yeah,
of each
yeah,
other
come
while
on.
controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the shotgun, it's May.
Oh.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Yeah,
And
let's
the
go.
Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes.
Just in
That's
case he goes
Azeez
for it, let's get out of this
Al-Shaair
thing.
getting through for the sack that time.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the
Yeah.
tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now.
Oh my
See if
God.
their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
I backed
He
up
is
too
going to
much.
have the Rams first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. To the air, May. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. He's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Yeah, he's all mud. That's all he does.
It's complete. And he
The RPO.
Opening drive touchdown and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brendan, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey, and he'll get it
You
up
leave
to
that
the
big hole right
33
there.
yard
Run
line.
right.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit
You
of a
want to play that
gamble.
wide, and
Run
you
the
want to
playbook,
leave
go
that
play
middle.
action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Rams defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him
He
to
don't
step
leave
up
nobody,
and find
does he?
receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. His throw incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
Oh, God.
He's too far out in front of his intended
I
target.
got this motherfucker.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's May.
That's the same bullshit.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To throw, it's May. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Straight ahead, ETN. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. From the shotgun, May with it. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
He keep on going this year. I'm going to get him the
They
game.
elect to go for 2. Flag comes in. This might
Oh,
be a
flag.
free
Come on.
play. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32. 2nd and 9. Cousins.
Get the fuck.
Intercepted. Trip McDuffie with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Throwing here is May.
Buffer wide open.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I'm going to go for your 2.
So the call's made by
every
Sean
time.
McVay. They're going to go for 2.
RPO.
And that's caught at the 2. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. To throw is Cousins. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Oh my
Now
God.
they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2, that was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, you won't get that time.
Well, if you're the reigning defensive player of the week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he works his
Hell
way
no, I'm killing the
forward to
clock.
pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
No, I'm giving the game halftime.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed. And pretty well executed there. Throwing, Cousins. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Oh my God.
There is incomplete.
Well, we see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
I threw it early and
Because
I
he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards.
Now Cousins. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point forthcoming. How about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He completes it to Hunter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. That's taken in by Kraft. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
He worried about a stat.
So
He ain't
intermission, it's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Powering his way forward, and he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And that play stopped behind the line by a corner. Trent McDuffie getting in there. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Cousins.
Yeah, he's bumping. Get the fuck.
Had a man open, but he missed him. And it's
I don't get this in the lane handler.
If there's another stop, one of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
I didn't even do that. Let's see that.
To throw, Cousins. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
No, it wasn't a run. I hit the audible on that.
Here for 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
I was, but he had that that.
Modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because They have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5.
He's so playing so wide. It's crazy.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in a battle of game plans. Theirs has been
have a double team and damn, I forgot how to do it.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
I haven't done it so long now.
But you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
What's it? That's what I was doing, trying to do out.
Cousins now. He's got his target.
Jeez, I had a guy.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Hold on, pass protection. Oh, double team. Here we go. Yep.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
I got time right now.
Cousins to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing is Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Miami. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Cousins will try and throw. It's caught at the
Oh.
1. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped
I should have
short,
waited a minute.
and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
They don't catch me in stride no more, that's why.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not
He
willing
ain't
to
scored,
risk a
and I don't know
return.
when.
This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come.
And now look at this.
Oh.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there.
That is spot on, too.
He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Oh, this is that play.
Rookie horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him,
DTN.
I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very
Oh,
fortunate
see, I.
And they're operating in plus territory here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. To the air, May. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's
Oh
out.
my
But this will get
God.
out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jeez.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll throw with May. Buying time to his left.
Oh my. Oh.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on third, and then the tables turned.
Oh.
Incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Dancing to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
You're going to draw. You're going to go under or draw. RPO.
They're going on 4th down. May.
Oh.
He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there.
That's not good shit,
With his
man.
3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. May going to try to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2,
Now
they
you can
don't
have
get
it.
it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former
Yeah, you
DB,
ain't gonna see the ball
what
again.
changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. A gain of 5, good
I think I
enough
was
for the
going to run
1st
right,
down.
did you?
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Well,
I was
everybody's up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD.
I was
No snap
trying
there.
to,
The delay of game ensued.
with the
I'm sure
dope
the head coach is
morning.
asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Caught by Allen. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense
With
there?
that
They looked like they
bullshit.
were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he spins through. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This is 2nd and 8. Cousins now from the 50. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup.
Actually, I learned that off you because
They'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie,
yeah, you put one
you're
straight.
in the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
You go to the outside.
Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not
Oh, I only
the
got
point
4
of this,
seconds.
But they'll
Never
stop
mind.
it with 4 seconds to go in the game. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. One last shot now for Cousins. That is caught by McCaffrey for a Miami touchdown. A 1-yard
Let's go the other
touchdown
way.
pass. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I'm going to say good game first. Watch. He won't get to he when he try to score.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
See what you got. 1 second.
You don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting
You thought you were
here,
going to score a lot on
looking
you.
at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hunter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for L.A., the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
Maybe you should escort me home for protection. Not part of my job. What you're going to do with your living acquaintance family is hire a driver who can smuggle you back and forth from work in their car. In fact, I've already arranged for him to pick you up at the end of your shift today. Guys? What? Thank you for the bribe. Looking out for my interests and ideas in that era. I understand how to do a job like this, but there are a lot of things in this world that I do not understand, no matter how hard I try, and for some reason, people don't explain it to me.